Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Chris, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Chris, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What? No way.
Yes, this is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. Are you familiar with the show?
Come on. There's no way this is real. Like,
No.
Yeah,
this
but
is
pretend.
this is actually Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
are you serious?
Yeah, we're all here. Hi.
Get the out of here, man.
I can't. I'm sorry. I need to talk to you about something. You have a minute?
Yeah. Oh, man. Jose, man, I love your laugh, by the way.
Thanks, bro.
What's up, Chris? What are you up to right now?
I can't believe this is really happening, man. We listen to you guys in the shop all the time. This is crazy.
Awesome. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
That is
you-
so cute.
You ever hear the second date updates?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, cool. Well, you're about to be a part of one.
What?
Yeah.
Not as exciting.
We recently got an email about you from a girl you went out with.
Who?
Her name is Vicky.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You remember Vicky? You worked on her car and then she asked you out?
Yeah, I do.
How awesome was that, by the way? How often does that happen to you where a girl that you're working on her car asks you out on a date?
Surprisingly more than you think, my friend.
Oh my God,
Really?
you must be so hot, Chris.
Well, you know.
That's code for yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
All right, Chris, you hot mechanic, you. Let me ask you a question then. Why aren't you calling her back? She says that she's texted you a few times after your date and asked if you wanted to go out, but you're not getting back to her.
I mean, look, it's not gonna work out, okay?
But why would you kiss her at the end of the date if you thought that?
I mean, it was a cool date. I just don't think it will work out.
Why, though? Is there something specific that happened?
Not really.
I'll tell you what she told us. She said that she thought there was an awkward moment when she asked you, like, oh, are you just a mechanic to put yourself through school or whatever? And then you answered no and told her that being a mechanic is your career. And then she felt bad about that.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I didn't really like the question, but I could tell she wasn't trying to be mean or anything. Like
Yeah.
I could tell she was like sincere about it. It just came across the wrong way. It's no big deal.
Okay, well, then why don't you want to see her again?
But I've been in this situation before, man. Like, a girl asked me out. I work on her car. She asked me out. We go out. We have a good time. And then she takes advantage of me, man.
Isn't that the point of a date, to get taken advantage of by a girl? I like it when they take advantage of me after a
Yeah,
date.
dude.
No.
That's not exactly what I mean, man. Like, I mean, like, they always want discounts on their cars and stuff, and like, they don't want to pay as much just because they think I like them. And stuff. You know how that works.
Did she hit you up for a discount?
Not yet, but I know she will, man. Like, she's way out of my league. There's no way she likes me for real.
What? She
Wait a
thought you
minute.
were darling and kind and good looking. She had only nice things to say about you.
She's just saying that because she wants something out of me.
But she didn't even ask you about a discount. How do you know that?
We went on one date. It's how it works. Like, I remember this one girl. She was way out of my league. She came up to me. She wanted to ask me out. We had a great time. I'll be honest, I got a little too connected too quick, but that's not the point. She was leading me on and everything. I thought she was going to, be special. And then all of a sudden she just asked for my discount. I give it to her, of course, because I really like her. And then I never hear from her again.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me? That honestly happens to you.
Yes. She's way out of my league. Like, she's way too smart. She's way too pretty. She's sexy as hell. And, like, she knows, like, we have the same, she pretends at least we have the same interests.
Oh, she's good.
Oh, sweet.
So are you so
Chris.
skeptical of her because you think she's out of your league?
I'm skeptical because I think she's going to just use me and then never talk to me again.
Yeah, but everyone
man.
has that fear, right? Like, that's the hard piece of dating. If you get cheated on once, you think that the next person's going to do it. You can't, put old past stuff into new relationships. It's not fair to her.
Look, I've been working on her car for the last week and a half. I know how much it's going to cost her to fix it. All right? I'm telling you. You guys just don't understand.
Wow.
I do know someone that has the answer to that question, Chris.
Oh, she's on the phone, isn't she?
Yep. Did you forget about that part? It's a second date update, and Vicky is actually on the line listening.
Hi.
Hey, Vicky.
Chris, are you serious?
Yeah,
Do you really think that's what I'm doing?
I have a good reason to believe that, yeah.
I can't believe that's what you think. I don't want a discount. I have no interest in a I'll never ask for a discount. I just want to go on another date with you. I mean, I like you for you, not for some discount that I could get for my car.
I'm sure you won't be saying that once I fix your brakes.
Chris, give her a break.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that you even think that. Nothing in what we talked about showed that I was anything like that kind of person. I'm not. I just want to go on one more date with you to get to know you a little bit better. It has nothing to do with my car.
So you're telling me you, a girl with a degree and everything who passed all these, tests and everything like that, you want to go out with a guy like me, a guy who works on cars all day and doesn't have much of an education?
Yes. that is what I'm telling you. That I did not ask you out because you were or were not a mechanic, just because you were really kind to me, and I thought it might be nice to get to know you better.
I don't know, Vicky. I mean, you're telling me all this now, and it sounds great. But once I finish your car, and you're asking me for the 20% discount on your brakes and your wheel and all that, it's just.
Oh my gosh! You know what? How about you finish the car? I pay for the car. We're done with the whole car situation, and then we go out again.
Yeah, that's great. But do you have another car that you need to work on?
Oh my God!
Come on, Chris. Hey, Chris.
No, Chris, I only have one car. Are you willing to go out with somebody that only has one car?
Chris, would you go on a second date with Vicky? We'll pay for it.
Come on, man.
One more date.
If you say no, this will be the only dumb thing that you do.
Vicky, you're telling the truth. You really like me for me.
Yes, I like you for you enough to go on the radio and say, can we please go on another date?
Yeah, I doubt she'd put all this effort in just to get a little bit of a discount on her car work, Chris.
I mean, are you kidding? I had a really nice time. I really enjoyed spending time with you. I thought, gosh, this is so nice. Maybe we should do this again. I didn't think, gosh, this is so nice. We should do this again so I can get something for my car. I mean, who knows? I don't know. It's just a second date, but I would really like to go on one so we can hang out some more.
I mean, I had a good time too, but that's why I'm so skeptical.
Well, life is risky, Chris. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go out with you again.
You'll do it?
Yes.
Yay,
Yeah.
Chris!
All right, awesome. Congratulations, Vicky. You got your second date.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh my
You're
God, I
welcome.
love this second date. I'm already planning your guys' marriage in my head.
Hey, Chris.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
Oh, you're so
Brooke.
cute.
Hey, Chris, thank you for your time.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah, now that I got you on the phone, Chris, I got this rattling when I steer in my car. Think we can get that done?
All right, man, I got you.
The laundromat is a great place to meet women. Great place. Yeah.
How?
You don't even really have to talk to them. You just walk up, start folding their underwear.
No.
And it's always a conversation starter. Even if they're not there, like say they left the laundromat for a second and you see their stuff's done, you just start folding their undies.
It's always good to probably sniff them, too. That's probably a nice move.
Well,
Well,
you got to make sure they're clean, I guess. I'm assuming that's what Pete did to meet the girl that he met at a laundromat that's not calling him back. Pete, did you use the old I'm going to fold your undies trick or something different?
A little different.
Oh.
Haven't gotten to the underwear part yet.
thank God, Pete. Yeah.
How did you meet this girl at the laundromat?
Well, I'm doing the thing, poured some detergent in the machine, and then I hear this woman's voice say, "You're using way too much detergent."
The disrespect. How upset were you when she said that to you?
Well, I said, yeah, no, I've been doing this a while, so I'm fine. I never have a problem with my laundry. Thank you. And then I turn around, and there she is, and she's really cute.
Okay. Because if she wasn't cute, you'd probably be like, get the hell away from me, lady. Tell me how to do my laundry. Yeah. Be like, you're cute. You're like, oh, well, why don't you just instruct me slowly how to do it in a soft voice?
Yeah, so I didn't mind it when she was giving me advice. And then it occurred to me that she was maybe, I don't know, initiating contact.
Not maybe. That is like a definite she's hitting on you, and she's looking for a way to get in on the conversation.
All right. Well, I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree. So,
Okay. So did you finally realize, oh, maybe she's flirting with me and I shouldn't be pissed at her for critiquing?
yes. Yeah. I told her that I'd start taking notes, and if she would continue, giving me a lesson, I was all ears.
That's a ballsy move on her part. I give her props. Was she the one that then asked you out on a date?
No. What happened was our laundry cycles were on the same, time frame. And I realized that, hey, rather than sit around here and watch the laundry dry, why don't we go down the street and grab a drink?
That's a good idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like-
So you guys went down the street and grabbed a beer or something while you waited for your laundry to finish up.
Yeah. Had a couple beers each, and it was nice, It was easier to talk in a bar. It was like a more familiar environment for me. So,
Did you guys seem to click, though?
yeah, totally. We, hung out there. Then when we went back to the laundromat, we kept talking, and I thought it was going well.
Yeah.
I don't know. She did give me her number.
Okay.
But then, all right. So, truth be told,
You stole her underwear.
there.
You stole her underwear.
Oh, no, Jubal.
You start with truth be told and you're around her laundry. I know exactly what you're about to say.
No, I didn't make the underwear move then. No.
What'd you do?
Please
that
tell
was
me
so
at some
dumb?
point you got your hands on her underwear.
No, Jubal.
Get over the underwear,
I
Jubal.
can't.
Like, I don't know why you're so hung up on women's panties.
Because what guy isn't?
Yeah. Not all of us.
She did. I did see it. I did see it. It was
Nice.
very
All
nice.
right. Sweet.
Oh my God.
Well, anyway, what I was about to tell you was that, we'd had a couple beers, and I thought I'd be funny, and, who knew there was laundry humor? Actually, there probably isn't, but I started making jokes about big loads of laundry and, oversized machines for extra big loads, and
So you were making like dirty jokes based on laundry terms.
pretty much the only one I could think of was the big loads.
What is that? That sounds
Big
even
loads?
worse. That sounds even more creepy than taking her underwear.
I know I shouldn't have done it, but I had a couple of beers in me, and I was a little tipsy, and I thought it would work.
I don't even really get the joke either.
Don't explain it, Jubal.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
explain it.
Loads of laundry.
Yes.
Yeah,
ones.
big loads.
I still don't get.
Oh, Brooke,
All
you're
right.
so blonde
Hey, text in
sometimes.
78592 in graphic detail if you understand what he's joking about. Describe it for Brooke. Otherwise, we'll move on. So you were making those jokes.
Well, yeah, I made a few of the jokes, and then, she gives me this weird look, like, are you kidding me? And so I stopped, and
But she still gave you her number post bad laundry joke.
actually, let me see. I can't. It might have been before, like when we were at the bar.
Oh yeah.
So you just have her number. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your laundry date?
We've actually talked once over the phone.
Okay.
And that went pretty well. So then, like a couple days later, I texted her, and she didn't reply.
Why would you have her on the phone and not make plans to see each other again? Like, what was the point of the phone call?
Well, we did try to make plans, but she wasn't sure of what her schedule was coming up, so we decided to hold off and make plans a little later.
So what do you think the reason is that she's not calling you back?
Well, I'd like to say I had no idea, but it's probably the really crummy jokes I was trying out.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and find out why she's not getting back to you in your second date update, okay?
All right, sounds great, man.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Pete met a girl named Christy at a laundromat. They didn't really have a date scheduled, but they met there. While their laundry was getting done and everything else, they went and had some beers. Pete thinks that she's not calling him back because when they got back to the laundromat, he was a little tipsy and was making jokes about, oh, there's giant loads in there.
Which I cannot
And-
believe what that means.
And,
That is disgusting.
Yeah, we explained to Brooke what it means. And so he was making jokes like that, and he thinks that kind of turned her off, like maybe it was a bit much.
Yeah.
And I think your problem, Pete, isn't necessarily that you were joking about stuff like that, but you went with that instead of like jokes about things getting stiff with starch. You know?
Oh, dude,
That's
same.
the comedy gold when it comes to laundromat jokes.
Could have gone that route,
Yeah.
and I didn't.
Would have worked way better for you, man. Yeah, exactly.
Pete, I think that you could be the laundromat creeper, and you're just not owning up to it at this point.
I was just tipsy. I'm not weird, really.
Yeah,
Sure.
right. Trust me, if you're making jokes like that at a laundromat to a girl you first met, you're creepy.
Thank you.
I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out if that is the reason why, though. You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Christy, please?
this is Christy.
Hey, Christy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. Sorry about being so spirited in the, hey, Christy, I didn't mean to freak you out there. How are you doing?
No, who is this?
This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you recently had an interaction with one of our listeners, and they emailed us to see if we get a hold of you.
Oh my God.
And I say interaction because this is less of a date and just more of like you met a guy and he really likes you and is wondering why you're not calling him back. His name is Pete.
Oh, yeah.
You two bonded at a laundromat.
Yeah. He wanted you to call me?
Yes, he did. He says that since you guys met at the laundromat, you guys clicked and had a good time, and you've talked a little bit, but now you're not returning any of his phone calls or texts, and he would love to see you again. Is there any reason that you're not calling Pete back?
Oh, I don't think there's a connection.
That's a nice way to put it, you know?
Was it, let me ask you a question then. So you don't think there was a connection. Was it the jokes that he was making after you guys got back from your little break to go get beers? Kind of off-color jokes.
I mean, it was definitely like it didn't help him.
Yeah, no kidding.
I just got a weird vibe from him.
Did he
Okay.
come off as creepy? Because when I found out what those jokes were, I mean,
Brooke
a
is
guy
still-
you just met, that is nasty.
Well, it's more that I don't know him. I mean, like, everybody tells dirty jokes.
Right.
And it's like, especially when we start drinking. But then I went home and I did a search for him on my computer and everything changed.
Whoa.
Oh, no, he is creepy, isn't he?
What did you find online that made you change your mind? Now I'm really curious.
Nothing.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, he's a vapor. There is nothing about him. It's weird. Everybody has something about themselves.
Wait a minute,
online.
you're saying, like, I thought for sure you were going to say, oh, I found a record where he's not allowed 15 feet near schools or something. You're saying that you are upset that you couldn't find anything at all.
I'm saying it's weird to not have any presence on social media or anything.
Oh,
it's
so
weird.
So he didn't have a Facebook, a Twitter, Instagram, any of that,
None.
and that weirds you out.
I feel like I can't trust a person who has zero presence on the internet. And so I actually asked him, do you have a Facebook? And he said he didn't. And that's when I'm done with him.
What?
Whoa.
Wow, that quick. So that's all it takes with you is to not have a Facebook, and you don't even have a chance, huh?
Somebody who is trying not to be found on the internet has something to hide, and I don't want to find out what they're hiding.
Yeah, I guess I understand. I meet people that are always like, I don't do Facebook. I don't, and I'm always like, what are you? A mass murderer? I can't trust you.
I think this would be like a godsend to find a guy that wasn't on social media at all. Like the two guys I know that have zero social media presence are both like construction worker guys who just aren't around computers very much.
Sketchy construction.
They're not sketchy.
Yep. They're
just
burying
normal
bodies.
people.
They're burying bodies out there.
Even construction workers go home and get on Facebook and say,
They have
what's
better
up?
things to do with their time. They're not wasting all their time on social media and stalking people.
Like I said, burying bodies at the construction site. That's what they're doing.
See?
I'd like to find out what he's hiding. Aren't you a little curious?
No, I don't want to know at all. And I'm worried about it now that we've talked about it.
Do you really think like he's a killer or something? Like what do you think
He
could
might be.
All right, well,
I mean, he hangs out at laundromats.
that is true. He hangs out at laundromats, doesn't have a Facebook. The guy clearly cannot be trusted. I do appreciate you telling us why you won't call him back, but I do need to let you know that Pete is actually on the other line listening and would love to talk to you.
Seriously?
Yep. Say hi, Pete.
That's the reason you didn't call me back?
Look, I'm sorry you had to hear that, but it's obvious you're hiding something if you don't even have a Facebook or, I mean, I just am not interested.
If you want to get to know me, talk to me. That's how you get to know me.
Well, I mean, we did hang out, and what I found out about was how big a loads you think you have. So, I mean,
I just think that's
why don't you have a Facebook then?
I don't have one because I don't believe in
Because you're hiding something.
No, I just don't think my opinion matters that much in the greater scheme of things. So why should I, blab it about?
You don't think your opinion matters?
Well, I mean, you look at most of the stuff on Facebook, and, it's like people are posting things that really don't matter in the big scheme of things.
How do you know what people are putting on Facebook if you don't have one? You're probably one of those weirdos that has a fake account and just watches everybody.
Pete, are you one of those weirdos that just watches people on the internet?
No.
Are you hiding anything?
No.
Are you married or something, Pete? Or,
No, I'm not married.
I don't know.
You're hearing from Pete right now. The reason he doesn't have a Facebook is he just doesn't like it.
It's the 21st century. If you don't have a presence online, you're hiding something, I'm done with this.
What? Oh, did she hang up?
Yeah, she's gone. Hey, Pete, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just...
That was strange.
Yeah, she seems to have a little bit of a complex about people not on social media.
Yeah.
So you're not hiding anything?
No. I mean, I'm not telling everything either,
You're not, what is that?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that, Pete? Now it does sound shady.
Everybody has secrets, right?
Yeah.
That's part of being a human being, and not everything in my life is everybody's business.
Okay, why are you sounding creepy again,
He
man?
does sound like Sketchy Pete right
you
now.
do.
If I was dating Christy, I wouldn't be dating exclusively. Let's put it that way.
Okay. You're still
rambling and
Pete. You're not helping your case at all.
Sounds bad.
You trying to explain why you don't use Facebook is sounding creepier and creepier by the minute.
See, this is why social media is not good. If you post anything, the other women you're dating, get the wrong idea.
Yeah, get the idea that you're cheating on them.
So Christy was right.
What?
So Christy was right then, Pete.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with dating multiple people?
It's fine if you're honest
fine,
with
yeah.
them, but it's like you're hiding it and then hoping that they don't meet the other person. Like,
No, if I was dating exclusively, I'd tell somebody that, but I don't. I don't date exclusively right now.
But Christy was right. You are hiding something.
No, I'm not hiding it.
Yes, you are.
you
You just admitted to it.
Well, she didn't ask me.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, this girl is crazy. Sometimes people don't have Facebook because they choose not to be a part of the drama that it brings. Wow. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about the second date update. Pete wanted us to call this girl named Christy. He thought he wasn't getting a call back because of a very bad joke he made when they first met at a laundromat. It involved a joke about having big loads.
okay.
And he thought that's the reason she wasn't calling back, but that's not why she wasn't calling back. She wasn't calling back because she looked him up online, like most people do after they meet somebody, and found that he didn't have a Facebook. So she knew that something was wrong, and he was a serial killer or worse.
I feel like I went through so many emotions here because then I was like, well, you're crazy, lady. I mean, that's ridiculous. But then at the end, Pete was all weird and like acting like, well, I'm not telling everything and I wouldn't be dating exclusively.
Yeah, Pete didn't want to have a Facebook because he wants to date around and doesn't want people knowing that he's dating around, I guess.
Yeah.
So he still is hiding something by not having a Facebook. That's why I don't trust people who aren't on social media these days.
I agree with you, Jubal. I don't. You have to have at least one, at least Instagram or Twitter.
Even my grandparents are on social media.
Are they really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
That's impressive.
I know. They friend request me, and I always deny it. Like, no.
I just want it to be Granny in a bikini on a beach taking selfies.
Yeah. So if grandparents are on Facebook and you're like young and not on there, then what is wrong with you?
Oh,
I'm
come
always
on.
like, you're hiding something. It's the same thing when I meet people who still have a flip phone.
Yeah, what are you
What
doing?
is your deal? All right.
You feel like it's some sort of like throwaway phone and they're making deals on the side. Yeah.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week, just a little ways away at 8:10. Normally, when we do second date updates, it's been like a couple weeks since somebody hasn't gotten a call back.
Right.
But we got an email from a dude who wants answers now, and his date happened last night.
Patience,
So
sir.
he emailed us and asked if we could do a second date update for him right away. His name is Adam, and he's on the phone right now. Adam, why couldn't you wait a couple days to do your second date update?
I really want to know what happened like really soon because I'm really afraid that I did something really wrong. So I gotta have help.
Hold on. I feel like you need some chill is what you need in your life.
Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure once you hear this story, you'd want to know too.
Whoa.
All right, well, let's get into the story then. You went out with this girl literally last night.
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you meet her?
So I was at a coffee shop and kind of did one of those like random, cheesy, hopefully romantic things that worked out, and it worked out really well.
What was it? I need to know your trick.
Yeah, so I was in front of her, and she was really cute, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try and buy this girl a coffee. And so I told the cashier, I was like, I'm going to buy this girl's coffee. And I turned to her and asked, I was like, is that okay? And she said, yeah, and smiled. And I thought that was a good sign, but I wanted to make sure that she knew it wasn't just one of those like nice pay it forward moments. So when they asked what name to put on the cup, I said you can put my name on my cup, but I said to put my phone number on hers.
Ooh, sly.
And so I was like, hey, I hope you enjoy the coffee, but no pressure. If you're interested, here's my number, and I hope to hear from you.
Dude, I'd call you back too. That is smooth.
And there's no like instant like obligation, right?
I'm pretty sure 98% of women would fall for that move.
Yeah, I think she's in that 98% because it worked. She gave me a text.
Yeah.
How quick did she text you back after you bought that coffee for her?
That day, like not too far thereafter.
Nice. All right.
Attaboy.
So what happened on your date? Why do you need to do a second date update right now? It hasn't even been 24 hours.
So we went to a place for happy hour. We wanted to keep it kind of, keep it casual. And it was a good start that she was like, well, you bought a drink for me. Let me buy a drink for you. I was like, oh, this is a great start. So,
dude, she's even good at the moves. Like, that is a good move on her part.
yeah, so we're talking and hanging out, like, past a drink, getting some appetizers. And so there's good conversation. And we start talking about just random stuff, talking about how, all these small plates and how I like the snack, and she talking about throughout the day she loves the snack too. And I don't know where it came from, but we started talking about yogurt.
Ooh, you guys had the yogurt talk on a first date? Man.
Moving fast.
Yeah.
Is it
What's
like
next?
Greek or non-fat? What do you like?
I told this super lame story about how I didn't like it at first, and now I love it, and I can't like go through a day without it. And we were talking about favorite flavors, and this is where it started and stopped. I was like, oh, I just really like plain Greek yogurt. And I kid you not, I finished the word yogurt, and she starts crying.
Crying?
What?
Out of the blue?
Literally, I'm telling you, and I've run through the story a million times. I finished the word yogurt, and she is crying. And so I mean, it was such a quick thing that I was like looking around. Did something happen I didn't know? And I said, I'm sorry. Like, did I say something wrong? And she didn't really answer me. And I said, I made some joke about saying Greek yogurt, which said it again, which is evidently something I shouldn't have said again because she started crying even more.
What?
And
wow.
She's like, it's too tangy for me. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
And so she started to get up and was like, I'm sorry, I have to go. And I'm like, really? And she, she turns to leave. And I honestly, I feel kind of bad now, but I get up to follow her. And I was like, I'm sorry. Is there anything that you need? Did I say something wrong? I'm stammering through everything that I can. And she literally told me, I'm sorry, I just have to go. And I, of course, let her go because I'm not going to follow her any more than that. And that was honestly the last time I've seen or heard from her.
Wow. Why do you think she started crying when the topic of yogurt was brought up?
I have no idea.
Okay, wait, I mean, did something else happen, though, that coincided with the yogurt topic? Like she got a text or...
And that's what I thought. The first time I said, I looked around, like there had to be some other factor in this conversation or this moment that led to this, but I keep hearing the word yogurt over and over in my head.
Well, it was a cold, callous thing to say to her, that you like Greek yogurt. I mean, I'm sticking up for her on that, but I really have no idea why she would have started crying then.
Yeah, and hopefully it makes you understand why I was like, I need help with this almost immediately.
Okay.
Well, have you tried to get a hold of her? I mean, did you hit her up after and be like, is everything okay?
Yeah, I sent her a text and it was basically kind of like non-committal and supportive, saying, I hope everything's okay. Let me know if you need anything. But
yeah.
I don't know if even that was the wrong thing to do.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and find out why the topic of Greek yogurt made her cry so hard that she walked out on your date. In your second date update right after this, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Why in the world would Greek yogurt make somebody cry? We're hopefully going to find that out if you're just joining us for today's second date update. Adam is on the phone, and he met a girl that he really liked at a coffee shop. They met up for drinks, and during their date, he said everything was going fine, and then they got into a conversation about yogurt for some reason. He brought up the fact that he likes plain Greek yogurt, and then she cried, got up from the table, walked out to her car, and left, and hasn't talked to him since. Now, it hasn't been a long time. It was just last night. But he's so confused that he wants to do a second date update right now. Adam, I never got her name from you. What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Kristen.
Kristen, okay.
And there wasn't like you were having a conversation and you weren't listening to what she was saying, and she was actually talking about her dog dying, and you just happened to be talking about yogurt or something, right?
She asked me what my favorite flavor was, and that was when I said plain Greek yogurt, and that was it.
Okay, so you know that it was in line with the conversation.
Yeah, no, I am positive. I'm a good listener. It was a good conversation, and I am 100% positive that I was paying attention. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we'll dial her phone number right now, see if she answers, and see if we can find out why, okay?
Cool.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kristen?
Yes.
Thank God you're okay. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What? Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because we got an email from a friend of yours who is very concerned. Well, I don't know how much of a friend he is, actually.
Yeah.
His name is Adam, and you apparently went out with him last night.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why. Normally, people wait like a couple weeks or a month to email us, but he emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because apparently you walked out of your date crying last night, and he has no idea why.
I told him that he should wait a little bit longer because you're probably embarrassed.
No, I'm not really embarrassed. I mean, you really want to get into it?
You're not embarrassed to break down in tears when talking about Greek yogurt? And then...
Oh, he told you what we were talking about?
Yeah. He said that he thought everything was going well until the topic of yogurt came along. And he brought up the fact that he enjoys plain Greek yogurt, and that's when you started to cry and then left.
I mean, it's just something I do.
Wait, what do you mean? It's like every time you go to the grocery store and you walk by the aisle, you're just in tears?
No, it has really nothing to do with Greek yogurt. It's just this thing I do, like, if I'm just not feeling it. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the date. I was kind of over it. And I just decided, like, I'm just going to start crying, and he'll freak out, and he won't want to touch it after that. And so I just left.
What? You're using crying as an out on a date?
You can just do that?
It works because so many guys just don't know what to do and they don't want to deal with it. They think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's actually a really good idea. If you were to just start crying on a date and be like, I have to go, I'd be like, I'm not going to argue with that. Get out of here. Go do whatever it is that you have to do.
Yeah, guys don't want to deal with it. They think that there's something wrong with you. You're fragile, you're crazy, and they just don't want to deal with it.
Oh my
You're
God,
like
she's
you're like an evil genius.
It works.
But why didn't you like your date so much? I mean, he sounded like a really nice guy.
Nice? I mean, not really. He wasn't really that nice. I actually thought he was kind of a pig.
Whoa.
Oh,
really?
okay.
Like, what kind of a pig?
No,
Well, there's different levels of pig. I mean,
What are you saying? Like pot belly? Is that what you want to know?
well, I mean, did you feel like he was just disheveled and dirty? Did you feel like he
I
was
see.
like, unkempt? Did you feel like there was another part of him that was like a male chauvinist pig? There's all kinds of pigs.
You do bring up.
Yeah.
No, he brings up a good point.
Definitely chauvinist.
Chauvinist.
Really?
Okay.
Sexist.
He's What did he do that was sexist?
We were talking about things in school, and I was talking about how, like, I went to school for, math, and he said, oh, wow, most girls aren't good at math. That's really cool.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stupid.
Yeah, that is
Most
dumb.
girls aren't good at math. That is pretty stupid because every girl that I cheated off of in high school to get to pre-algebra was really good at math.
To get to pre-algebra.
Yeah.
Those
And
sixth
and
graders
as
I was cheating off of when I was a junior.
They were 8th graders and I was a senior.
Okay.
And most
sorry.
of them were female and they were really good at math. And me being a man, I was terrible at it. So I would never say that.
Did you tell him that you were offended by him saying that?
I let that one go for a second. I was like, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we started talking about cars, and like I was saying how I had to get a repair on my car, and I was talking to the mechanic, and he was like thinking that I couldn't handle myself at a mechanic shop, and why didn't you do it? And do you want me to help you? Girls are always victims at these things, and I'm like, cool, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't blame you for pulling the crying card at this point.
Yes, like after all that, then we were talking about careers and work, and then he said, you're so pretty, you don't need to work.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at that point I was like, he already thinks I'm some fragile little girl, so let me just let the tears flow.
Yeah. I know. In his mind, he's like, there it is. I knew she was a woman deep down. Good at math, good at cars, whatever. I knew the tears were going to come. That's all right, sweetheart. Kristen, thank you for telling us a little bit about why you weren't calling Adam back and why you fake cried in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you, though, that Adam is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, how can you fake crying to get out of something you don't want to deal with?
I mean, if you're going to be clueless about the things that you say, like, it's just going to get all ugly and awkward. Because I was getting irritated, and I don't want to let my bad side come out and start putting you in your place.
Oh.
Listen, I mean, I'm just trying to give you compliments, and the response is to, like, lie about it and make me worried about you?
Compliments? You think that's a compliment? You were saying that I'm smart for a girl. Like,
Oh my God.
that is not cool. What am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I was telling you how smart you were.
For a girl, like, do you not see how you're coming across? It's so chauvinist and sexist. No girls like that.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I really do think you're smart for a girl.
Oh my God, Adam.
The point
Do you not
is...
realize in saying that you're
Yeah.
saying that all men are smarter than women?
What? No, there's guy smart and girl smart. There's two different kinds of people.
Oh my, are you like, you're ignorant.
So wait, I'm confused. Like, you're gonna say that guys and girls just aren't like naturally wired differently? Guys kind of have, they're predisposed to math, and if a girl's smart at it, then great. I mean, I don't know how that's a bad thing.
No, the only reason men excel at math and science is because they're actually pushed into those fields and encouraged to do those things, where we live in an antiquated society where for years females have been told that they can't do that stuff.
I guess that's kind of my point. So that's exactly right. Like, I'm a guy, so I have to be good at math and science. But if I'm as pretty as Kristen, I can be a pretty girl, and things can come to you. It's just kind of it's like lucky that she's that way. I wish I didn't have to do the things I have to do.
Adam, do you even hear the nonsense coming out of your mouth? You sound like a total moron.
You sound more than a moron. You sound someone who is legitimately living back in 1950.
Dude, I feel like I need help. I have 2 women attacking me and all these guys just listening. Like, guys, I thought you'd be there to help. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, you're on your own on this one. Yeah, you hung yourself out to dry a long time ago. You could deal with that.
Yeah,
I'm good. I can watch.
The other guys in the room actually believe in, I don't know, equality. It's a weird concept that some people buy into.
Listen, I believe in equality too, but between men and women, things are just different. Some things girls just have easier because they're pretty.
But not all pretty women just get money thrown at them. It doesn't work that way.
Well, some do.
Well,
I mean, let's be honest. There are some that do. There are some pretty dudes that get money thrown at them too. I don't know how they do it. I am jealous of all of pretty people for getting money thrown at them.
That's rare.
But Adam, you can see why she didn't really like your date, can't you?
I don't know. I guess we're just not a good match because I don't think I did anything wrong.
And that's the problem. That right there is exactly the problem.
Oh my God, Adam, I feel so sorry for you.
Well, that sounds like you might be interested in going out with him again, Kristen. I'm not as smart as a girl, but
not.
I am picking up on a vibe. Would you like to go out with Adam one more time on a second date? We will pay for it.
Definitely not.
But we'll pay for it. I have the money that you might not have, Kristen.
Because us little women, how could we ever make ends meet?
Can't say no to
Oh, no. I don't want to get money thrown at me because I'm pretty.
Well, I'll throw it your way if you want to go out with Adam again.
No, thank you.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Adam. I tried to get you a second date there.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it.
What are you talking about? I tried to appeal to her womanly sensibilities of wanting to get money for free, and it didn't work.
Whatever. I'm done with this.
All right. Well,
Too bad.
regardless, thank you for emailing us to do a second date update, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to turn to you guys for help again.
He's stubborn like a typical man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The song's not bad for a chick.
Oh, my God.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Don't make me hit you,
Talking
too.
about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Adam wanted to call a girl named Kristen who wasn't calling him back after their date. She actually broke into tears on the date and left.
Yeah.
We got her on the phone and found out that's her go-to move when she doesn't like a date. She cries and then leaves because most of the time guys don't want to call a girl back if she does that. The reason that she didn't like the date was because Adam is a sexist. Big time. And he doesn't know it.
Yeah,
He thinks he's giving her compliments. He's like, you're really smart for a girl.
And I like how he said, I believe in equality, just not for men and women.
Yeah.
What?
I believe in equality for other things, but when it comes to men and women, we're too different, and ladies can simply not handle themselves out in the regular world, and they need a man to guide them.
Oh, my God.
don't get
Thank
it.
goodness for
So,
him.
Yeah.
They decided to not go out again.
Yeah.
Well, she decided to not go out with him again.
Yeah.
Which is weird, a woman standing up and making a decision.
Oh, man.
Progress is true, people.
Yeah, get back in the kitchen, lady.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. What happens when a beautiful single woman shows up to a church event full of 20-something dudes?
Oh, gosh.
Well,
Mayhem?
they probably all have to start praying because they're thinking all sorts of bad thoughts. And I wonder if that's what happened to Keith, who's on the phone today to do a second date update. He says he met the girl that he wants to call at a church function. And Keith, when you saw her walk in, what impure thoughts were you thinking? What were they?
Guys, I'm embarrassed, guys. I don't really want to tell you that.
Oh, sounds like someone used the hymn book in a strategic place when he stood up.
No, it wasn't in church that I met her. It was at a church function. It was like a singles barbecue. And yeah, it was like a nice day. And I've been going to this thing for 4 years.
Oh, no.
For 4 years. Wow. And were you standing with your church buddies and you saw her walk in? You're like, dude, that chick, man. Oh, she looks like she could pray for hours. I would pray her so hard.
No. We were standing there, and, I was with my boys, and they saw her first, and they started talking and almost catcalling her. And I was like, guys.
At a church event?
Listen, you have no idea. There's a lot of pent-up something going on with these guys at a church event. When a pretty girl walks into one of these barbecues, I mean, you can go a year or more without seeing anything. And then finally, like, a pretty girl walks in, and like everybody gets like, woof. They start.
All right, so
Wow.
these church singles barbecues are a lot like a construction site or prison. It sounds like.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, embarrassingly, yes.
I haven't seen a pretty woman in ages.
Yeah. So, Keith, were you able to restrain yourself and actually be a gentleman when you talked to her?
Yes, I was. The guys around me swarmed her. Like, can I get you a plate of food? Do you want to go for a walk? And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to hold off. I'm going to play it cool, because sometimes, if you play it cool, then maybe they'll get interested in you. Like, why isn't he talking to me?
Well,
Right.
obviously you're the expert, seeing that you've gone to this singles event for 4 years. Your game is not working very well, Keith, is what I'm trying to say.
You might be right. You might be right.
All right. So how'd you guys actually start talking then?
Well, into the evening, they start to do games. They'll do like these little sort of fair games, and amazingly, out of the luck of, well, maybe it's God's plan, I don't know, she was paired up with me.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Divine power at its best.
That's right. Let's hope. But so she and I ended up playing this egg toss game where you stand close to each other, like 5 feet away, and you throw an egg and catch it. And you keep going a little further and a little further, and eventually you get like 20, 15, we were probably 15 feet away from each other, and she throws the egg, but she threw it too hard. When it hit me in the mouth,
oh, gross.
I did fall down on the ground.
Whoa.
And I started coughing and trying. It was hard to breathe for a minute. And
This sounds dramatic.
I got to tell you, it's embarrassing. But what was nice about it, I'm going to tell you, she ran right over to me. And she was standing over me, and she was very apologetic and very sweet. And she said to me, what can I do to make this better? And this is where I got brave.
Oh, nice.
I said, what if you go out to dinner with me on Friday night?
Whoa. All right, way to seize the opportunity.
Yeah.
What'd she say? Did she think that was cute?
Well, she laughed, and she said yes.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
So did you guys actually make it to dinner, or were you so injured from the egg thing you never actually went out?
No, I recovered quickly, and we made it out to dinner. We went to Olive Garden.
Ooh, I love Olive Garden.
What was the Olive Garden like for you two lovebirds?
Olive Garden was a different world. Not in a good way. No, he was laughing back there, but it wasn't a good thing. It was like we had been set up at the barbecue, and it was like we had all these games to play, things to say to each other, and then we get to Olive Garden, and it's like it just got so real. Like I didn't know what to say to her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's usually when I take one of those breadsticks and just put it in my mouth and look at the person across the table from me. Just make eye contact. Awkward eye contact.
No.
No.
I was feeling so nervous, and I only ordered a salad, and I felt like, okay, well, I'm just going to try to eat light. And she ordered like a full meal, like breadsticks, chicken parmesan, and like a side of shrimp scampi.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think you went wrong ordering only a salad.
Yeah, dude.
No woman wants to go out with a guy who's just eating a salad while she scarfs down.
Well,
I mean, good on her, but what'd you do while she was eating? Just looked at her?
You know what I did? I took my time, eat my salad one bite at a time, and I just kind of tried to wipe my mouth after each bite.
Oh.
Just spread out the salad for an entire 3-hour meal. One salad.
Well, unfortunately, I wish it had lasted 3 hours. It was only about probably 28 minutes total. I think I timed it, which I shouldn't have done.
Probably.
Well, yeah, it was 28 minutes. And what she did was she got up at the end and she said, "Thank you very much for dinner." And she shook my hand, and I tried to pull her in for a kiss, but she pulled away and turned away and left.
Whoa.
Wow, did she seem angry about something?
No, she was really polite, but she just went ahead and walked out and left. Not mean, but just not nice either,
I mean, it doesn't sound like you guys had the best chemistry.
Ah, man, I tell you, it was not the chemistry that we had when I had an egg in my throat. But
maybe that's the problem. Maybe we can score you a second date, and then on that date, you just keep an egg in your mouth the whole time. Okay? We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Not to put too much pressure into the second part of today's second date update, but this is the moment where we find out if God really exists.
No pressure at all, Jubal.
No pressure at all. If you missed
simple.
the first part of today's second date update, Keith is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Amy who he met at a church function, and then they ended up going out to Olive Garden. The date ended with her kind of getting up and saying, okay, well, thank you very much for the time, shaking his hand, and then walking off. He said that she wasn't exactly mad, but she also didn't seem very happy. So we're going to try to get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Keith?
Yeah.
Are you ready to see if God, in fact, does exist and you guys will go out on a second date?
I'm ready to call her, yeah.
Okay.
I will say, Keith, your date only lasted 28 minutes, and I don't think that that's fair of her. I think she should have given you more of a chance. Obviously, you were nervous. This doesn't sound like you drink alcohol, which is always my go-to to make myself more relaxed. So I'm hoping that you get another chance at this.
Thank you for saying that. I don't know why it ended so early. Hopefully she'll tell us.
Okay, I'll dial her phone number right now and see if we can get her on the phone, okay?
Thank you, and God bless.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Amy, please?
This is Amy.
Amy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is it?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning?
I don't know who that is.
Well, Jubal would be me, and Brook and Jubal in the Morning is a radio show, and Brooke would be the Brooke part of that whole thing,
Hey, Amy.
and Jose would be that dude you hear right there. So
Hi.
What is going on here?
it's a radio show, and one of our listeners emailed us to see if we could get a hold of you.
Who?
Well, his name is Keith.
Keith?
Yeah, Keith.
Keith from the church thing?
Yes, Keith from the church thing, the guy that you met at like a singles barbecue, and then you went with him to the OG.
The OG.
The OG.
The Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're not hip enough with the OG slang.
Yeah. I'm just confused as to why you guys are calling.
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So Keith is wondering why you kind of left your date early and then haven't been responding to his text messages or calls.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% for real.
It's very
Keith really
real.
liked you. He said he had a good time. He said a lot of nice things about you, but he's confused why you don't want to see him again.
I'm confused as to why he would even call me back. But,
What?
Really?
yeah.
He said, like, that you were awesome and gorgeous and you guys had fun at the barbecue.
Well, I felt really bad because we played some like games. One of them was an egg toss, and I threw it kind of hard. Maybe I wanted to get out of there. I don't know, but it kind of went in his mouth and it got stuck there. And then
Yeah, he told us about the whole egg fiasco. But then he says after that he asked you out. You said yes, and he thought you were having a good time at the Olive Garden until you took off.
Well, we were having a decent time. I mean, he was a nice enough guy. He was. It's just that, I ordered a bunch of stuff, and he told me order whatever I want, but he only ordered a salad. And so I said, well, how come you're not eating more? And he said that he couldn't really afford it, but he'll pay it back, and he was borrowing against the collection plate.
Wait, what?
Borrowing church money?
Wait, you can't borrow money from the... So wait, he
So
steals...
he grabs it out of the collection plate.
Listen, I don't know how he does it. All I know is he said he pays it back. So I just was out of there. I had to go.
Yeah, you're
That's
like
crazy.
guilty by association if you're eating a big meal at the Olive Garden on the church's tab.
Yeah.
Right.
Not even on
That's
the church's tab, like on people who's donating their money to the church's tab.
I felt so guilty. I just had to get up and shake his hand and go, like I thank you, but no thank you,
Oh,
Yeah, I had no idea
man.
that you could use that as a loan, too. I got to start going to church
No, you
again.
can't, Jubal.
No. I mean, what's crazy to me is that he told you this without thinking anything was wrong about it, is what it sounds like.
That's the whole thing is he didn't think there was anything wrong with it, and that his whole thing was that he was going to pay it back, so that makes it okay. Like,
I don't think so.
Wow. All right, so...
Excuse me, guys, can I just say, hey, it's me, it's Keith. Can I say something?
Yeah, you can, Keith. You were supposed to wait, but I'll just tell Amy right now. Amy, Keith is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
what is going on?
Keith really wants to talk to you, so he was waiting until his moment, and I guess he found his moment.
There it is.
Amy, listen, you're getting it all wrong. Look, I just borrow money from the collection plate, and then I pay it back on Sundays. That's it.
That's not okay, though. Like, I don't understand that.
No, Amy, it is okay. Like, I do it all the time. I do it, like, literally every weekend, and there's never a problem.
Oh my God.
Guys, I don't know why everyone is freaking out about this. I pay it back. It's not like I'm stealing from God. I pay the money back.
Lord.
Kate.
Lord.
No.
Yes. How do you even do it? Are you just, when it comes to you, you're just taking the money and...
No, I mean, I work behind the scenes, and I take the collection plates back, and I, look, every time I replace the money, every Sunday that I took from the week before, I replace the money.
Okay, so I guess it's not really stealing if you're giving them the same amount back, or is it still stealing? I don't understand.
They're out money for a whole
week.
Look,
you're making me sound like a bad person here, and I'm not a bad person. I mean, I go to church.
Okay.
I don't think that's
You're
the
right.
qualifier.
Amy, Father doesn't know, but I think he has an idea, and he's okay with it.
Oh, you think he has an idea?
Maybe?
Keith, he didn't tell you it's okay. It's stealing. It's not borrowing.
Amy, you are judging me right now, and I'm praying hard for you. But you are judging me.
Don't pray for me. Pray for yourself. You're a criminal.
On that note, I'm praying for both of you to go out again on another date.
No.
Amy, would you like to go out with Keith one more time? I guess the Lord will pay for it. But if not, then we'll pay for it.
Well, they have to, because otherwise he's going to have to go on the collection plate and take it again.
I can just pay it back.
No, Kate, you have to stop this practice, like, right now, okay? It is not okay. There's nothing about it that it's okay.
Amy, do you want to go out again?
Not really, Keith. This whole thing has just left a bad taste in my mouth. No, I'm good.
Well, that's disappointing, and if I do see you at church days or another church function, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll come up and talk to you. I don't know. Maybe I won't.
Whoa.
Keith.
You're a wild card, Keith.
That is some strong action. You are an outlaw.
No, I'm not. I'm not an outlaw. I'm a man of God, and I'm also human, and I deal with emotions like everybody else.
All right, well, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, Keith.
Thanks for trying, Jubal.
Yep. Yeah. And Amy, thank you very much for being honest with us. I appreciate that.
Well, yeah, I'm just glad it came out, because it's wrong. The whole thing's wrong.
It is wrong. Keith, it is wrong to do that. Also, can I go to church with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 that says, I didn't know you could do that at church. I might start going now.
No.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Keith met this girl named Amy at church, and then they went out on a date, and she wasn't calling back. When we got her on the phone to find out why, during the date, he told her how he was paying for everything because on Sundays, he'll take money from the collection plate, and then he'll always replace it with the same amount the next Sunday. So he doesn't consider it stealing, but it still rubbed her the wrong way that he's taking money from the church, basically.
Yeah, and the church doesn't even know about it. It's like borrowing your buddy's car without telling them and then not returning it for a week.
Yeah.
That's still Grand Theft Auto, basically.
And I like how he's like, well, I pay it back every week, but... Dude, you never, add to it. They're always minus, and then you make them even, and then you take it again. You're never really contributing. You're taking.
No, they're always down the same amount, whatever he's taking.
And he's using the money to date, which is also just feels wrong. Right? If he was using the money to go, buy some needy children's school supplies, maybe.
Nope, he's using it to take girls out to the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's not getting another date because she didn't want to go out with him again after she heard that he steals from the church. I don't know why. It's weird.
Judgy, you think? You think she's being a little judgy?
Yeah, I do. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. The girl on the phone for a second date update today met the guy that she wants to call at a place where I've actually met a lot of women. The golf course.
You have?
Yeah.
You've hit on women at the golf course?
Yeah, I just kind of hang out and hide behind the windmill, the giant windmill. And then when they come up to retrieve their ball, I just pop out from behind them like, hey, what's your name? Come to the golf course often? Why are you running away? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Where are you going? I just wanted to talk. You're not getting your ball back until we talk.
Yeah, it's a really scared 8-year-old you just chased down.
Never very successful for me, but apparently it was successful for the guy that she wants to call today. Hannah, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay.
So you met the dude you want to call today at the golf course, huh?
Yeah, we were at the driving range, and, I had got some new clubs, so I wanted to try them out. But I spotted this guy, Derek is his name, and he was so cute. I was kind of playing it a little coy, like I was having some issues, because...
Wait. You played the dumb girl, I don't know what to do with my clubs move?
No, not necessarily dumb girl, but I was more so playing it off like, these are new clubs. Like, maybe do you want to show me how to use them? Because I really, really wanted him to help me.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Would you mind helping a lady out with her golf clubs? I can't possibly seem to swing these big, heavy things, but you got those big hands and those big arms. Maybe you could wrap them around me and show me how to work one of these golf clubs.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sweet.
It obviously worked.
Well, not exactly. He came over and he helped me out because he works at the golf course, right? So he was obviously busy. Yeah, he was busy doing other things, and he helped me for a little bit, but then he kind of left me alone and went and did his own thing.
Oh, okay. So he was an employee. I thought you were just hitting on a random guy there.
Me too. Like he was paid to help you.
Yeah.
That's frustrating then when you're like, I'm going to flirt with this dude. And he just comes up and he's like, yeah, those clubs are on sale. Those clubs, I would recommend those for you. I'll see you later, ma'am. Have a good day. And you're like, wait, I wanted to flirt. And he's gone.
So did you just end up being an annoying customer at the driving range, following this poor guy around on his shift?
Maybe a little bit, but it ended up like working out in my favor because he came back around, after like 45 minutes or so once he wrapped up whatever he was doing, and he asked me out to dinner.
Oh.
Wow. You waited 45 minutes?
Good for you. Well, she wasn't just standing there, right?
Brought like 10 buckets of
Yeah,
balls
that's
then.
persistent, though. I like it.
Yeah, it worked out. So fast forward to our dinner date. We show up at dinner, and he is so cute. He's all dressed up, and he's being very gentlemanlike.
Okay,
like,
so
very, very gentlemanlike.
He's trying to impress you. This all sounds great.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the date, I was thinking going into it, and after I showed up and I saw him, how nice he looked, I thought this was going to be a great date. Like, this could possibly be a really great date.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It sounds like it wasn't, though, because you keep saying it could be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just did not go at all how I had hoped.
What happened? What was so bad about it?
Well, we sat down and we ordered drinks, and before, we even ordered dinner, he said, I have to go grab something out of my car. And then he said he'd be right back. And this is where it gets really bizarre.
All right.
The drinks came, I kind of sipped on my cocktail, but I waited, and he never came back.
Oh, no.
He ditched you in the middle of the date?
It wasn't even in the middle of the date. It was right at the beginning of the date he ditched me.
Dude, that is so messed up. I don't understand how people can do that to other people.
Did you at least drink his cocktail, too, to try to numb the pain?
I wanted to, but no, I didn't. I was actually just so bummed because I didn't even know why or what happened because I thought the date was going to be so great, and then he just literally left.
How long did you wait?
I waited about, I would say, 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
That's about the right
Yeah.
time.
Once you get to 15-minute point, you're thinking they're gone, and then by about 30 minutes, you know that they left you.
At first I thought it was weird after even 10 minutes of it, but I just continued to sit there. I didn't really know what he was doing, but he just never came back.
What was going through your head?
A lot of things. Maybe he, was smoking a cigarette or I don't know. But then after, like I said, that 10-minute point, I just started to get really bummed out because I kind of got that embarrassed feeling like, is this really happening to me?
So did you actually eat food at the restaurant, or did you just cash out and go?
No, I cashed out and went. And I actually had to pay for the drinks, too, which was embarrassing.
Oh, man.
That
Why do you
sucks.
think he would do that to you?
I honestly don't know. I thought things were going so great. We had great conversation for the first, couple minutes we were there, but then he just ditched, so I have no idea. That's why I called you guys.
Did you text him while you're waiting at the table? Like, hey, what happened? Where are you?
I didn't text him within the first 10 minutes, but then, after that, I just shot him a text because I started thinking, gosh, what if he, passed out or something?
Right.
So I texted him and I said, are you okay? And he never responded after that.
Are you pissed? I'm pissed for you. I don't think people should disrespect each other in that way.
I'm really pissed off about it, but I think more so I'm just, really bummed out that it still happens that way because I thought he was a great guy,
Yeah, and he obviously liked you because he came and asked for your number. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, and he asked me on the date. I didn't initiate that.
Well,
he did.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and figure out why he ditched you in your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Hannah is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy named Derek. Now, before we make the phone call and find out what went wrong on their date, I think it's time for a little bit of positivity training for Hannah. Hannah, I want to help you be more positive about something, okay?
Okay.
So your date left you like a couple minutes into the date. As soon as you guys sat down, ordered something to drink, he said he had to go to his car and then took off and you haven't heard from him, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay. Positivity is all about switching your focus, okay? Instead of saying that you got ditched, we're going to say you're just a master at speed dating. And that was a very good speed date that you went on. So, yeah, so that's what it was. You didn't get ditched. Yeah. You're just good at speed dating. That's all.
It made me feel better already.
Oh, my God.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad I could help.
I do want to know, though, why are you even giving this guy any more energy? I mean, he's obviously a jerk to leave someone that soon into a date.
I really just want to know what happened, why he left, what his reason is. Not that I want to give him another chance. I just want to know why the hell he walked out on me.
If he has a really good explanation, will you give him a second chance, or is it just strictly that you want to find out now?
Right now I'm leaning more towards no, because he could have reached out to me this past week, texted me if something serious happened. So it's going to have to be a really, really good excuse for me to give him another chance.
Maybe he was kidnapped, and we're actually going to talk to the people holding him hostage right now. No?
That would be something.
Yeah.
Not even that would be a good excuse. That'd be something. Whoa. All right. I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Derek.
Yeah, this is Derek.
Hey, what's up, Derek? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
The hell's Jubal?
That is an excellent question,
That's
sir.
me. That's my name.
Yeah.
I host a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm assuming you've never heard of it.
No.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm calling you today is one of our listeners actually asked us to get a hold of you.
Okay. Why?
Because you recently went on a date with her and actually ended up ditching her without an explanation. So she was hoping maybe we could get you on the phone and find out why you left.
You obviously know who we're talking about.
We're talking about Hannah.
Yep.
Okay. She told us that she met you at a driving range, and then she said that you guys went out to dinner. And once you sat down, you said that you had to run to the car to get something, and that's the last she ever heard of you.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, it is. It is. It just...
Can you just tell us why? She's curious. I mean, imagine how you would feel if you were on a date and someone just ghosted right away after you sat down. Wouldn't you at least wonder why?
Look, I didn't mean to ditch her. I just panicked.
Why would you
panicked?
panic? What would you panic about?
I saw my ex at a table right next to us.
Okay.
And that was after we already ordered drinks and everything. We had already gotten there. We sat down.
Okay, but just seeing your ex, I mean, that doesn't give you
happens.
any grounds to just ditch somebody, does it?
I had to leave.
Are you obviously not over your ex? Is that the issue?
Oh, you don't get it. You don't get it.
That's why I'm
we don't.
asking. You're right. I don't get it at all.
Listen, I didn't want to tell her. My ex has a restraining order against me.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, so you legally had to leave, not just you wanted to leave.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like if I'd been there another 5 minutes, she would have called the cops. I would have had to deal with that.
Oh,
wow.
What did you do to get a restraining order?
I didn't do anything.
Of course you didn't.
We had a messy breakup. She cheated, but then she said that I cheated, which was not true. I did not cheat.
Okay.
Then the week after, she went outside her house. Her car was on fire.
Whoa.
And, of course, she thought it was me. Her friends thought it was me.
What?
So was it you?
Hell no, it wasn't me.
Okay, so she said that you set her car on fire.
Yeah, she claims that.
Okay.
Dude, that sounds crazy.
Heavy.
That is...
And the only reason that she ended up getting a restraining order against me was because the police placed me in the general vicinity. I'm doing air quotes. You can't even see it.
But you were in the general vicinity when her car caught fire.
Yeah, I guess so.
It sounds really coincidental
yeah.
to me. Like, oh, I'm her crazy ex, and we had a messy breakup, and now my car's on fire, and you were around.
Whatever. You want to judge me? I know what actually happened, okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, but even with that, like, why wouldn't you just tell her your date, Hannah, like, hey, let's go somewhere else?
I just freaked out and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why not tell her after the fact, though? Shoot her a text and be like, hey, restraining order, sorry. I mean, I don't know how you would say it, but why not tell her?
I'm not going to lie to her, but I'm not going to tell her, like, during our first date, hey, I got this restraining order. And,
Yeah. I mean, you still could have explained something later on, though, so she's not sitting there wondering what's wrong with her and why you would leave.
Actually, yeah, I tried. I paid the valet $20 to tell her.
Okay. Well, I don't think the valet told her. Yeah, you might want to go back and get your $20.
Yeah.
Because he never told her.
At least I tried.
But, like,
That's true, I guess.
But you didn't try that. Like, you must not feel that bad about ditching her. You didn't call her. You didn't apologize. Like, at least a sorry text. You didn't even have to explain yourself.
All right, fine. I'll text her later today, all right? I'm going to say I'm sorry, and I don't know. We'll go from there, I guess.
Well, why not? Don't worry about texting her later. You can just tell her right now because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Hannah, you there?
I don't even know what to say.
I don't blame you.
Why the hell is she here?
Because she wanted us to get a hold of you so she could talk to you because she was wondering why you weren't calling her back.
You answered this phone call, but you couldn't bother texting me at all?
I mean, you heard what I said. Like, you know that the situation is messy. What would you have done?
I would have at least taken you with me when we went out of the restaurant, not just completely ditch me and then leave me with no explanation whatsoever for a week. I mean, don't you think that's kind of a jerk thing to do?
It's not my fault that there's a restraining order against me. You heard that?
Says everyone with a restraining order.
I don't really know if it is your fault. I mean, you were in the area where the car was on fire, so.
Were you there? No, you weren't there. You don't know.
I don't know for sure because, I mean, you're the one that walked out on our date, so that doesn't make you a really truthful guy as is.
Look, you're thinking about this all wrong. Look, from my perspective, I didn't ditch you. I ditched my ex.
How romantic.
Okay, well, you still didn't explain anything to the girl you're on a date with.
And you didn't take me with you. You just ditched the both of us, technically.
But Hannah, I mean, be honest. Like, if he would have told you, hey, my ex is sitting there, I have a restraining order, let's go to another bar, you're not going to say okay to that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right in that sense, but at the same time, being truthful about it up front, I would have appreciated more than just being completely blown off and looked like an idiot at the restaurant by myself.
That was a high-pressure situation. And I think that I handled it better than most guys.
Yeah, you're right. Just running away from everything. That's how I handle problems too, man. Don't worry about it.
I'm just shocked. I really would have appreciated a text or a phone call afterwards.
But Hannah, it's a legit excuse for leaving. You got to give him that.
And for the first couple minutes, we had a great time. We ordered drinks and everything. It was awesome.
Yeah, if you forget about the ex-girlfriend and the arson stuff, the date was awesome. Hey, Derek, would you like to go out with Hannah again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Now that she knows, like, everything about me, and, if she's still willing to go on a date, then, yeah, I would.
All right, what do you think, Hannah?
a guy that has a restraining order out for arson and ditched me on a date and then never texted me or called me back, I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah. Shocking. It's so weird.
You have no idea what you're missing out on.
I bet.
She does.
I think she does know what she's missing out on. Derek, thank you for being honest with us. Sorry about your situation.
Whatever.
Oh.
Okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
Hannah.
Wow.
So the restraining order for arson wasn't a good enough excuse to woo you back into another date, huh?
Definitely not.
Okay. Well, I want to let you know I do have a friend who was arrested for grand larceny. If you're interested, I can hook it up.
Oh, that sounds even more exciting. Yes, I will do it.
Fantastic.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
So weird that a guy could ditch a girl on a first date and then tell her that the reason he ditched her was because his ex-girlfriend was there and she has a restraining order because somehow her car got lit on fire after they broke up and she wouldn't go out with him again.
That's so strange.
I thought for sure that was a love connection. In case you missed the second date update, that's exactly what happened. Hannah wanted to call a guy named Derek, mostly to get an explanation on why he left.
Yeah.
Like right when they sat down for dinner. We got him on the phone. He said he left because his ex-girlfriend was there. He has a restraining order because after they broke up, somebody set her car on fire. He says it wasn't him,
Yeah,
but he
well-
happened to be in the general vicinity, so...
And he never said
They
that it
issued a
wasn't
restraining
anyone he
order.
didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I can't believe how many people are texting in saying, I believe him. She
A
should
lot
have
of people.
said yes.
I know. A lot of people are on his
Oh
side.
my God.
I don't know. If I were going out with someone, they ditched me, and then I found out the reason they ditched me was a restraining order for whatever reason, I
there's-
probably wouldn't go out with
There's
them
no
again.
benefit of the doubt on that one.
Remember,
Like,
if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. If you want to leave a lasting impression on a first date, you should always make the other person fear for their life.
No.
Yeah, it's good. They'll remember it for a long time. And who knows? You know, you take them out, you scare them to death, and then they'll be like, you know, we're not going to be on this planet forever. We could die at any moment. Maybe they're willing to take a risk that night. And that's what Eric did on his date that he wants to talk about today. Eric apparently put the fear of God into her right away and is now wondering why he's not getting a call back. Eric, how are you?
I'm all right.
Oh my God, what did you do?
Yeah, you guys make it seem like I pushed her out of a plane or something. It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah. Well, but your
Sounds
email
like-
did say that you scared her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Like on
Why don't you tell everybody what you did?
Well, basically, I'm single, you know, and my buddy's a mutual friend with this girl who's like, oh, you should go out with my friend Nicole. She's single. Who knows? It might work out. So, you know, I'm down, and I check out her Facebook page, and she's cute, you know, and some of her photos look like she's having fun, like, you know, she goes fishing, and she just seemed like she's active, and I'm pretty active, and I'm like, all right, this girl looks like a good time. She's hot. So I'm like, why not, you know, and I ask her out, and she says, cool. And so then I went to go pick her up, and, you know, I have a car too, but I have a motorcycle, and so I thought, how awesome would it be to roll up on the bike?
Oh, no.
No.
Big mistake,
Nope.
Eric.
I would not get on it to save my life.
Yeah,
There's no way.
As a guy who rides motorcycles, I've tried that a few times on dates. I mean, I've asked before. I've asked beforehand. I'll be like, "Hey, I ride a motorcycle. It's sunny. Do you want to go for a ride?" And they always go, "No, thank you."
Yeah.
Girls are not necessarily as big of fans of motorcycles as most dudes are. So you didn't tell her that you wanted to pick her up on a motorcycle. You just showed up on a bike.
Yeah, man. I mean, I showed up. I had a helmet, and I was like, look, this is going to be fun. I'm a great rider. Never had any, you know, moving violations or accidents or anything.
Oh my God,
And
now you
immediately-
just, you cursed yourself. Yeah, and she has no idea who you are. Do you just expect her to get on the back?
Yeah. I thought she'd be excited about it. I thought it was kind of a good idea. You know, I mean, I've actually gone on dates with girls in the past where I've done this, and they love the bike.
Okay. But she did not.
No.
What was her reaction when you pulled up on a motorcycle?
I rolled up, and she was kind of like, you're kidding me.
So she didn't want to go on the motorcycle, so what'd you do?
I actually convinced her to come on.
You did?
You did? You should have just been like, hey, screw it, we'll go get a cab.
Yeah, or I'll park here, let's Uber.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had to convince her pretty hard. I was sort of like, it's going to be fun, you know, trust me, there's a freedom to it, you know, you'll totally have the best time, you'll probably not want to get off. I guarantee you this will be one of the greatest things you've ever experienced.
Oh, man.
That is a big sell, sir.
Yeah.
So she finally got on?
Yeah, so she got on.
Okay.
Was she like white knuckling you the whole time, just grabbing onto you for dear life?
Well, at one point, we started to get into the speed limit, and she started, like, kind of screaming. I sort of heard, like, ah! And I thought she was having a good time, like, I thought it was like an excited yell, and so I kind of sped up, and then I sort of felt like a really deep, like, knuckle in my stomach kind of grab through my jacket. And I was like, I think I need to pull over and see what's going on here just to be safe. And so we pull over, we're probably 6 blocks down the street. We weren't even that far. And she had been screaming, and she's like, I don't ever want to do that again.
Oh, no.
It's terrible.
She was really scared. And at that point, I was like, oh, man, what do I do here? And she was just like kind of freaked out. So I was like, look, let's call an Uber, like you guys suggested earlier, which I probably should have done in the first place. And she was kind of like, okay, fine. So we waited around. She got in the car. And then I met her at the restaurant.
And now how did the date go after?
Well, it was definitely awkward at first. I mean, she was really kind of shaken up. And I felt bad.
She's like, I need a drink now. Just somebody pour alcohol down my throat.
Yeah. So it was a little awkward, and she was sort of like fidgety and maybe scared. And at that point, I was kind of like, oh, my God, is this slipping away from me? But we kind of loosened up after a drink. And at the end of it, I was like, look, let's do this again. No motorcycle. I'll pick you up in my car. We'll drive safely. And she said, okay, I'd like to maybe do that. And then she told me she'd be in touch with me.
I can't believe she even showed up for the dinner. Like, she must have liked you at some point. I would have just stood you up right there and went home.
Just tell the Uber, hey,
yeah,
get
well,
me
it's
back
fine.
home.
I'm done with this.
Yeah, well, when she did show up, I was kind of like, oh, my God, I still have
a chance. Did you spend the most of the time apologizing profusely at dinner?
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
As you should.
Yeah, you should have. So you said that the plan was for her to contact you, and she hasn't,
right.
Obviously.
But she said, I'll be in touch. And so, a couple of days go by, I hadn't heard from her, so I gave her a text. Just wanted to make sure she was okay. And I'm texting her, and I'm like, look, I'm so sorry, no more bikes. I'll bring my car this time. No helmets will be involved in any future dates.
It'd be awesome if you showed up on the next date in a NASCAR. Let's do this.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, did the bike really freak her out that much? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that crazy. But apparently, she's not texting me back, and I haven't heard from her. So
maybe you haven't heard from her because after your bike ride, she just suddenly got a love for motorcycle riding and has been riding across the country, just exploring this fine nation on her motorcycle.
I highly doubt that.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We're right in the middle of a second date update, and in case you missed the first part, Eric is on the phone with us right now. He wants us to call a girl named Nicole. He picked her up for their first date on his motorcycle. Only problem was he didn't tell her that he was coming over on his motorcycle. She didn't even want to get on the thing. He convinced her to get on, and a little while into the ride, she made him pull over because she was scared to death. She got an Uber to the restaurant while he took his motorcycle and met her there. Started things off very awkward, and now she's not giving him a call back. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, poor girl.
All right, Eric, you ready to make your phone call?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
right.
You going to put her in a death trap again if you go out on a second date, Eric?
Yeah, no more of that.
Okay.
Let's go skydiving on our second date.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
let's just stick to a movie or something.
All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Nicole there?
This is she.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing?
What is this? What's going on?
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, we call you to find out why. And we recently got an email from somebody who went on a date with you.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Eric. And I guarantee you remember going out with Eric because he almost killed you.
Yes, it is hard to forget a day like that. Yes.
So Eric told us a little bit about your date and the fact that he's been trying to get a hold of you and you haven't been calling him back. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why. I'm assuming it was the motorcycle ride that you didn't want to go on that's causing you to not call him back.
I mean, it wasn't a great start. You start off with the basic, why wouldn't you tell me you were going to pick me up on a motorcycle question?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you probably want to check on that before just showing up to your house like, hey, get on the back of my hog. We're going for a ride.
Yeah.
You had to have liked him a little bit, because I can't even believe that you showed up to the restaurant after that whole incident.
Honestly, I thought about it at that point just saying, you know what, this isn't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he said he'd call me an Uber, and I was like, well, I'm already out here, and he's trying to make it better, and so I thought maybe I should give him another chance.
Okay. That is very nice of you.
Pity date.
So did you enjoy dinner with him then?
Well, I mean, we got there, and I was still really kind of shaken up. But it did start to get better when we got drinks, and I sort of sunk into date mode. You start asking the typical questions and doing the typical first date stuff.
And was the conversation going well and you guys were hitting it off?
Up to a point.
Up to a point.
That's
always
okay.
It's like a bless her heart, bye.
Yeah. What do you mean up to a point?
Well, I started asking, what movies do you like and what do you do for fun? Basic stuff.
Yeah.
And one of my, first date questions is, do you have any guilty pleasures? And you ask a question like that and you sort of expect, I like to watch Dancing with the Stars, or I really like chick flicks, or something to that effect. But he says, married women.
What?
Say that again?
Say that one more time. What'd you say?
Married women.
Is his guilty
pleasure?
So that was my reaction. I started laughing because I definitely thought he was joking, but I looked up and he wasn't laughing or smiling or anything. He was completely serious.
What did he mean by that?
He enjoys being with married women. I mean,
what?
Oh my!
But I mean, that's like a big old red flag, way more than the motorcycle.
Wait,
Why would he offer that? Why would you tell anybody that?
Yeah, and on a first date. I mean, that's definitely not first date for me.
No.
What did you say to him?
I sort of panicked, and I was like, how many times? Thinking, maybe it was just one, and he was like, oh, it's my, kind of like a confession, like it's my guilty pleasure. I did it once, and it was guilty, and he literally couldn't give me a definitive answer because there were too many to count.
Oh no!
Hey, you got to give it to him. At least he's honest.
I suppose, but that's probably, where I'm going to have to draw the line.
All right. You've probably told a lot of your friends about that, huh?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah,
That is an awesome story.
That
It's
is a
like-
great story.
Ultimate worst date story ever.
Nicole,
I'm always going to win.
yeah, you are. I also have to tell you that Eric is actually on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
That mother lover Eric is on the other line. Eric, where are you at?
Oh man, this is so misunderstood. There's such a misunderstanding here.
Come on.
There's a misunderstanding. You said that your guilty pleasure was being with married women.
No. First of all, I misunderstood what you meant by guilty pleasure. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
Understand that.
I thought she was like, what's something you kind of feel like you may have been guilty of in the past that you want to admit to me? And I was like,
Oh, yeah. I do married women. It's my thing.
What about you?
It's not like I date married women. I've had a few experiences where married women have been attracted to me. It's not like I always follow through. She's making it sound a lot worse than it really is, actually.
Dude, you didn't really sound overly remorseful about it. It was a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's something you enjoyed.
Well, I mean, it just happened a couple of times.
Dude, you're an a-hole. You can't go around doing married women and then have other women think that that's okay.
I mean, in all honesty, married women are attracted to me, so it's more their fault than it is mine.
What are you going to do, right? Hey, if a married woman throws herself at you, you have to do it. You have no choice. Eric, so when you told us about your date, you didn't mention this conversation at all. Did this not seem like a big deal to you when you said that?
I didn't think it was.
What? How do you not think it is?
I don't know. It happened a few times in the past, and for the record, I don't think any husband has ever known about me.
Oh my gosh, that does not make
Good.
it better.
That makes
No.
it perfectly okay.
No.
I'm
No.
100% serious.
That's not actually where the problem lies.
Why would she ever believe that you're not one big lying cheat after you admit something like that on a first date?
I don't think Eric's a liar. I think Eric is maybe honest to a fault. I think you can trust Eric, Nicole. That's one thing.
But I think that's accurate. I think he would cheat, but he would tell me.
Right.
I'm not
good
really
point.
sure that that's a win-win situation.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
I shouldn't have even brought it up.
No, you definitely shouldn't have brought that up.
I mean, again, it's not like I'm out looking for married women. I seem to drive. My bike attracts a lot of married women.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Married. It's
Wow.
not my fault. It just happens. It just seems to happen to me a lot. That's all I was kind of saying. Is that married women seem to come on to me a lot. Like,
You're not making this any better at all.
yeah, I mean that's why it's a guilty pleasure because I feel kind of guilty.
That makes sense.
You want to save your affinity for having sexual relations with married women until you guys are already dating for a little while, Eric. It's too early on a first date.
Honestly, Nicole, I thought we had a great time that night. I mean, aside from the bike and this misunderstanding in our conversation, I really think you're awesome. You're adorable. I don't know. You seem like someone I could definitely hang out with if you wanted to go out again.
He feels that way about you, Nicole, and you're not even married. That shows how much he cares. Yeah. Nicole, would you like to go out with Eric again? We'll pay for a second date.
Do it.
Don't you dare do it. That's the biggest red flag ever.
I really don't think so. I appreciate the offer though.
All right. You sure?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can hit him up later on down the line when you're married.